What's up, folks? Justin Phillip here, and welcome to today's episode of Dog Times Productions. Now, next to me here is one of my favorite lighting fixtures. I'm going to be doing a series of videos called Lighting Fixtures. So I see a lot of stuff on YouTube about cameras and lenses, but you don't really find a whole lot about lighting fixtures. And if you do, it's almost always something to do with aperture. Now, I love aperture lights. I'm not poo-pooing aperture lights. I even watch and subscribe to their 4-minute film school, which is great lighting tutorials. I am a fan of aperture. However, I'm not a fan of the price of aperture. The price versus the output of those lights. Now, I've seen where people, DPs, have told me that the Aperture 120D is a great light. However, it's only equivalent to about a 500-watt tungsten light. And to me, that's not really worth a $700 price tag. So with all that being said, I've had some people hit me up on Instagram or Facebook asking me what my lighting setup is. I have a lot of lights, especially when you think I put it all inside of a Prius. So rather than bringing up all my lights upstairs and doing one big, long, boring video of all my different lighting fixtures, instead I'm going to do a series of videos, and each one's going to be about a particular lighting fixture that I use. So today's, we're going to crank it off with a light that I use a lot, and it's very low price if you can find one in your area because they don't make it anymore. This is called the Lowell case light, and it's a light within a case. This is one half of the case here. You'll see, now Lowell is a kind of an old school industry standard. You don't hear about them too much anymore, unless, I don't know, are they making LEDs nowadays? I don't know, you guys let me know. Any Lowell lights I see around in LA are old school tungsten lights. This, however, is a fluorescent lighting fixture. Now, Lowell is a company owned by Tiffin, and many of you are probably familiar with that name. So this is the Lowell case light. You open this up, and you'll see it looks familiar if you've ever seen like a Kino Diva light, a Kino Diva 400. This was basically Lowell's answer to the Kino Diva 400. Now, there is a light grid on here. They call this an egg crate. This is just to focus the beams of your light. You can take this off here, and you'll see within here we have 4 fluorescent lighting fixtures. These are the same lighting fixtures that go inside a Kino Diva. And this is great for me because I also own a Kino Diva 4-bank and a Kino Diva 2-bank. And if you don't know what I mean when I say 2-bank, 4-bank, it just means a 2-bank fits 2 globes and a 4-bank fits 4 globes. This here is the Lowell case light 4-bank or 4 globes, same exact bulbs that go inside the Kino Divas. That's what I love about this. Also, these globe lights are very inexpensive, anywhere from $12 to $20 a piece. You can get these in different color temperatures, so you can do what they call salt and pepper, where you basically have tungsten, daylight, and you can create your own bicolor light fixture. Now, I'm gonna turn this on. Now, each one of these fluorescent fixtures only pulls 55 watts each. This is only one of the globes is on. The difference between this and a Kino Diva, you'll see they have pretty good little barn doors with reflective on here, which is nice for making your own softbox. I have a big sheet of diffusion that I usually just clip on here and here, and you basically can create a really nice softbox. I did that yesterday actually on a little documentary shoot I was doing. It doesn't look as clean or professional as like a aperture dome light, but it's the same effect, and I would probably put money on it that it's more output. So here's 1 bulb, 2 bulbs, 3 bulbs, 4 bulbs. Now you can see that's blinding you guys, okay? I love, love, love this light. As you'll see here, this is the case it goes into. Everything fits inside this case. Extra bulbs, the stand. You've probably seen some of these Lowell light stands. These are kind of the industry standard for professional light stands. You fit the lollipop in here. This is called the lollipop. This is a standard Kino thing as well. You twist this and you can turn this any which way you want. You want it sideways, you want it this way. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This whole thing comes off and to put inside the case. This is actually the back side of one half of the case. So I just love it. You can put everything in the little case and it's just there. You pack it up, you throw it over your shoulder, and away you go. It's pretty awesome. And I picked this up for $180. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this on the other side, and I'm going to turn all my other lights off, but I'm going to close the curtains, I'm going to cut all these lights off, and I'm going to flip this around, and we'll see the different, I'm going to put my mannequin friend in here, and we'll do each bulb, pop, 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 pop. This is only with one bulb turned on within the Lowell case light. We're going to do a quick little, I'll show you basically how I operate on set. I use a spot meter app. It's just called the Light Meter app. There's a video about it right here. So this is generally what I do when I'm on set here. I have myself a little tiny gray card. It's just a little tiny gray card, and I just hold it up to where the talent is going to be. And this app is just a spot meter app here. So if you want to see a more extensive tutorial on this app, I have another video on it. But basically what you do, you can get a gray card out, and you just get proper white balancing and proper exposures. You just dial in. It's a light meter, okay? So here I know I got to adjust my white balance to 5500. So let me do that real quick in camera while we're recording here. All right, there we go, 5500. I'm at ISO 400, so I'm gonna drop down to, actually, we got good light now, so let's drop down to a 200, and I can leave my aperture on a 2.2. So something like that is what I think I would go for with this. Yeah, so this is one bulb here. Proper readout on this Lowell case light. I'm gonna use another app that I talk about right here. You can check it out. It's called the Cinemeter 2 app, and it works with this Luxy for All. Okay, so you put the Luxy for All on there. Okay, so using the Cinemeter 2 and the Luxy for All, I'm gonna get a reading on this light here. It's the only source I have on right now. And here I can see this one bulb is putting out an F4. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for one globe putting out F4, and that's 155 watt daylight balanced bulb. Let's go up one more now. Now we have two bulbs on the case light, and now we're up. It's reading a 5.6. Let's go up, and I'm only adjusting the exposure in camera so it, we stay well properly exposed. Now let's go up one more globe here. Now we're at three bubbles. I'm gonna tilt this barn door so we get a little bit more reflective on us here. Okay. It's more pointing me than at her. Let me just change this a tad little bit. There we go. Now we're more on our talent here. Okay, now let's see what the three bulbs are gonna give us with the Cinemeter 2 app. Now we're up to an F8. An F8 right there on the light fixture. So now here's all four bulbs, and now we're at an F11. So as you see, each bulb puts you up one whole stop. So that's a pretty good readout. And as you can see, I'm squinting here. So that's with all four globes on. Now that's the equivalent of 255 watts of power. All four is an 11. So I'm gonna pop this back down, make it not so crazy overexposed there. And that's a little under. Let's go one more bulb here. There we go. So yeah, there you go. There you have it, folks. That's the Lowell case light, the 4-bank. It takes the same bulbs as a Kino Diva light. So yeah, that's something to think about. 180 bucks. So check it out, search for it, see if you can find it in your area. I found mine on Craigslist. Granted, I do live in Los Angeles, but search around on eBay, search around on Facebook Market, search around on ShareGrid, or I'd recommend OfferUp is a good one too. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.